Have you mastered the cello?
Oh no. No, I no.
Does anyone?
No. Mm. You know, I think that I am really good at what I do, and I think many people are really great at what they do, and I think our standards may change. But I also know that I never play exactly what I have in my head.
Uh-huh.
So in that way,
Uh-huh.
sometimes I get closer, and sometimes not so much.
Are you
Yeah,
still improving?
always.
Yeah.
Always. Yeah, yeah, always.
Yeah.
Always finding new things.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So let's say you have a major concert coming up.
Hmm.
How do you prepare for that?
If it's a solo concert,
Sure.
sure. Well, one thing that I've had to learn is to start early enough. Because the last minute thing doesn't really work out well. One of the things you really need to have to perform, you have to have a lot of autopilot, which sounds odd, but you have to be able to be considering, for example, where you want the music to go and not just how to do it.
Uh-huh.
If you're thinking how to do it, it's not going to work out because you're going to have you're going to be stressed. There's going to be a stress factor, and stress is going to result in things like shakiness
Mm-hmm.
or the inability to think super clearly.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be able to trust your hands.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to start early enough to be able to do that. And then the other side of that is you have to not start so early that you get bored. That happens to me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, yeah. So I try to make sure that the really fine details are present, like, and that they're present in a state of relaxation. So, for example, I might practice, if I were playing Bach, for example, solo Bach,
Mm-hmm.
I would practice slowly and very, very calmly, so
Mm-hmm.
that becomes my reflex.
Mm-hmm.
When I get into a stressful situation like a concert, I can really draw on
Mm-hmm.
that calm state, sort of a flow state. And then I will always exaggerate the the landscape of the music, whatever that may look like. So if short things are really short and loud things are really loud and soft things are really soft, so that I have that sort of built into the whole physical nature of this
Mm-hmm.
instrument. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you're on stage. You're
But
in.
there's another step. The other step
okay.
is you have to do things sort of with wild abandon. Sounds funny, but you have to practice the stressful situation before you get there.
Mm.
So I remember my teacher, who was a wonderful teacher, saying in order to play a solo piece for an audience, you have to be able to play it through 3 times on your own. Another way to practice that would be that's very mentally taxing to do that. Or you have to play for people, or you have to play when you're really tired. So I do all of those steps, practicing for performance.
Mm.